Hello, and welcome to episode 25 of the TechTeenth Podcast, where Black excellence and tech meet. I am Janita, back here. Welcome.
She back.
C. Jones representing.
And old Riggs from the 252.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, welcome back.
Thanks.
Right. We haven't
Thanks.
had
You know, out doing things in the world, taking care of things in London, had to travel, but happy to be back. Glad to be here.
Got a question for you. Was you chasing your passion or was you chasing the bag?
Going back to episode
Both,
23.
Actually, crazy. Both.
Yeah.
We
I would
said that.
say
We said it was both.
I
We
know.
literally said it on the episode.
I love that. No, it was both because for the first time, I actually can say I feel like I was on a work trip, one that was full of work, and not like, you know, BS meetings or dinners to like just do whatever and like team meetings. It was actually like meeting with manufacturers, you know, a lot of people who we've been doing business with, securing like future plans and how to, you know, take advantage of economies of scale, meeting with assistants, people on the marketing team. Like it was just a very busy but productive trip that I did nothing personal. It was my first time actually on a work trip that it was like not a single thing that was personal. But with that, I was exhausted, but I was also very happy, like very, very happy with the trip.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was good. How have y'all been?
Good. How was everyone's Thanksgiving?
You know,
it was great.
I got my
Mine is Charles. Charles didn't do anything for Thanksgiving.
I still ate good. I just didn't do all the, particulars like everybody else does. So
Well, I think that there's a rising thing in people not doing traditional Thanksgiving anymore.
Oh, no. Otis can talk about that.
Yeah, I definitely didn't do a traditional Thanksgiving. My mom didn't cook. My sister didn't cook.
Mama Janice.
Right.
You know,
Mama
like
Janice
that.
ain't cook. So we had Indian food from the new Indian
that's
restaurant in
yummy.
Henderson. It was really good. So it was different, but it was cool. Everybody was happy. I had to go to my cousin's house to get desserts because we had no desserts. We had nothing. So it was different. Like you said, it's a totally different Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but you still ate food. You didn't eat the traditional
turkey and
Which, to be
stuffing.
fair, I kind of feel like I either want it on Thanksgiving or Christmas. They're too close that I don't enjoy the both. So normally we'll do something different for Christmas and we'll have all the traditional food for Thanksgiving.
And actually, to mention, we took a cruise one year. Because again, nobody wanted to cook, so we just took a cruise. My mom, all my nieces, and little ones just went. Yeah,
we've been talking about that as a family. Just take a trip instead of this because everybody grown now. We have young kids that care about waking up Christmas morning to see gifts, get
Feels
gifts and stuff.
daunting too.
Yeah,
Otherwise, like, why cause yourself stress?
Yeah.
So
well,
we'll see.
Hey, another topic for another day. But today, because we're in this shopping, holiday season, we actually wanted to talk a bit about spending the Black dollar on Black businesses.
Yes.
If you'll notice, the guys and I are all repping our own version of a Black business.
owned.
Hopefully you can see it. And so, I'd love to get us started on just what it is to buy Black and like why that's important. Maybe starting with realizing how much money Black people actually spend a year.
Yeah, it was $1.7 trillion a year annually Black dollar spend. That's a lot of money.
It's a
how
lot
much
of
is
money.
going to actually Black-owned businesses?
Not
2%.
a lot.
2% out of 1.7 trillion.
2%.
So
2%.
Y'all can do the math on
I was
that.
going to say, what is the math on that? Like, less the 100 million? If that?
No, it's something like that. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not saying you're wrong.
100 billion.
70 million, right?
100 billion. So 10%
so
of
I
100
jumped down
billion.
one more. Yeah.
100 billion is actually 1 billion. It's only 1 billion we're spending per year annually back in our Black dollars out of 1.7 trillion.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Still a lot.
We spend lots more billions on white-owned companies all the time.
Or Indian or Asian. Or, everybody else.
Everybody else.
So, we need to change that. So, we're supporting Black. We want our audience to support Black, especially this holiday season.
Yeah.
Small businesses, especially Black-owned businesses, are feeling the pressure of layoffs, the economy, housing market, all the things that are...
And just from at least personal perspective, like competing marketing-wise is so difficult because ads, things like that are more expensive during this time of the year.
Yep.
And so you're fighting with these larger companies that you can't even get your ad to stick. It might not even be something that shows up because your ad dollars just can't be as strong during this season. So
that's an important part, right? Because when we spend our money with Black businesses, then they can use that money to spend it on ads and grow and become bigger Black businesses, Black-owned businesses. So it's very important to spend with our own.
And I think about where I actually spend my money. And for, again, the brands that I'm wearing right now, it's me supporting my family, and my friends. So that's where it's starting at, right? So again, outside of that, in the household, maybe I don't intentionally go buy black, but if I know it's there, then I try to put my money there.
What gets you to intentionally buy black?
Like, okay, again, I've seen certain websites where there's a black-owned toothpaste, or there's a black-owned. If it comes across my screen, then I will, okay, let me go research it, but I'm not actively just going to go look for it. But again, if it's a friend saying, oh, I got a clothing line, or I'm working on this, I can easily go support that. That's easy.
Yeah.
But going to go search for it, saying, well, what's a black-owned sock or a black-owned t-shirt? I'm like, Hanes is right here. I know it.
Nice.
Just saying, so that's
at least it ain't Fruit of the Loom.
I mean, but it's an interesting thing, because I do think, at least for my mind, is I want to always support and buy black, but to that end, I find that I only find black businesses in a very niche realm. As a woman, it can be hair products, right? Because of course there's been a boom in like that sense for women. Some makeup to a certain extent, because not all makeup brands have the right hue for you to actually have a good blend. And then clothing, fashion.
Right.
But it's very rare. Like, even you saying black toothpaste, I'm like, I don't even know of anybody who does those types of things. And I wouldn't even think to look it up. And I wonder how successful it would be, kind of coming back to maybe that parallel of, are we only able to support 2% because there's only so much, and like maybe we're over saturating different markets of like fashion. So alcohol. Like all of us are wearing these, right? And it's like, okay, how much alcohol, right? But there's, still a couple of brands, a couple of vineyards, a couple of alcohol, liquor brands, I should say. And then it's like, then what? Like you're saying toothpaste, like I've never even thought about that.
A toothpaste brand, black-owned toothpaste brand. He said there's not another competitor. The competitors he's going to get are like Procter Gamble, like they're the big ones,
which makes it even harder,
right? Yeah. To Charles' point and to your point, like everything I got on is friends or family. Like that's how I found it. The Euro brand, it was in the barbershop. She was like, "Oh, we're a black-owned bottling water bottle company." I was like, "Oh, but y'all got hoodies?" It's like, yeah, that's for our culture too. We black-owned, so we got merch. We all got merch. Then with my brother, my brother-in-law, so he got his brand. I was like, "Yo, I like the coat. Let me get one." Right. So it's really just that word of mouth through friends and family, how we usually support, and not seeing something blasted across our Instagram or some other thing.
And I will say, it's all good quality too.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, everything we all have on here looks great.
That's a good point, right? A lot of times people think when they buy black, they're not getting as good a quality, right? So that's why they're hesitant, because it's like, oh, you went the cheap route because you can't afford to go the high quality route. But that's not what we see in our experience.
Right? No,
they're using high quality materials for their products, which is why they charge so much.
I was just about to say, what I've actually found in like just having the conversation about supporting black is actually much less than assuming it's cheap, but assuming that the price is too high for what you're getting, and not realizing like, hey, as a small business, this is a part of it, because in them growing, that then in turn can make things cheaper in the long run for the consumer. It might not be by a lot, but if they're not able to reach economies of scale, then like that jacket is like, if it takes $50 to make it, I gotta charge you $100. Exactly. Like what? Because there's also the people who are doing it, the shipping. Like there's a bunch of other things that go into it.
Yeah, and he's paying for somebody's time.
Yeah, and experience and background, and all that. And to that point, like I had bought a similar jacket. It was an NC State jacket on Fanatics. It was $150.
No problem.
Right. Didn't think twice.
No
when
problem.
he told me $175, I was like,
for a bottle,
$175, and then I felt it. I was like, okay, it's worth $250. Honestly,
and not too many people have it. You have it.
When I went home, I ain't see one person with it on.
You know what I mean? Go to NC State game.
Yeah, everybody got the same coat on. So I didn't mind paying more, because I'm like, I pay that when I support these billion-dollar brands. Why can't I pay for what I'm getting from these small black-owned businesses?
1,000%. 1,000%. And I think it's funny, we talked about it when we were first recording about Target. And we were like, is this bullshit? Like, will this last? Will this be something? And I am pleasantly surprised too to see this as kind of this like overarching thing that, quite frankly, I hope we continue to see and we can continue to bring up to remind us that, like, it's not a small thing for us to back out of companies and hold our ground on certain things, you know?
Yeah, and I see Target just released that they're now spending $5 billion to redesign their stores. And we're like, y'all could have just put that into the DEI policies that y'all promised us, and we would be good. But y'all
still
put
don't get it.
Y'all putting they still don't get it. You're gonna put $5 billion into redesigning your stores, thinking that's gonna bring us back, versus giving us the $5 billion to help us.
Which also, like, a part of the love of Target is kind of the same for me as the love of Publix. I know where everything is.
Exactly.
I don't want it to be redesigned. Like, I love that in any Publix, I know where everything is. It might just be flip-flopped, but I still know, okay, if I walk in and the bakery's on this side, I know what else is coming.
That's true.
Same with the Target. Is like, oh, okay, I know if I walk in and I see this on this side, I know the toys and electronics are on the other side. Whatever it might be as an avid, repeat shopper at places. But it's interesting to hear that too, of like, that's where you want to put your money towards.
Have y'all seen the movie Killer Mike did a few years ago, Trigger Warning? That was all about blind Black and how difficult. That, So he went like a week or so, he wanted to only support Black businesses. And so he was like, I'm going to do everything. So from my laundry detergent to my dish detergent to where I eat, everything is Black only. He had a very difficult time trying to find Black businesses for every single part of his life. So to your earlier point, like, are we saturating so many industries that we're not expanding out to like the laundry detergents and the soaps and stuff like that, things that people need every day, versus more alcohol, more coats, more hats, stuff that's already a saturated market, right? So it's very difficult to even buy Black.
I mean, to be fair, the first thing that stood out to me was the, and y'all wouldn't know, I mean, personally, but it's a women's sanitary brand that came out, and it was made by a Black woman that worked at Whole Foods. And she was like, all these toxins that we're putting in our bodies through tampons or, putting our private parts on these, pads, things like that. And so she came up with her own kind of organic, just sanitary line that's actually running now in Target and like other major places all over the nation.
Yeah.
And so it's like rare though to see people who are like, oh yeah, I want to formulate or create my own dish detergent.
Yeah. That's one thing I do like about our Black owned business that start from, they want to help us remove toxic things from our life, right? So that's another reason why it's so expensive sometimes, because they're not putting all these chemicals into your products. They're doing things, because we all die from cancer. All of our Black ancestors would be dying from cancer and other things that are because of what we put on and in our body. We need to develop products that we can put on in our body that aren't killing us.
It's super important. Actually, crazy enough, an unintentional segue, but that's what drew me to the brand that I'm the CEO of now, is they have all natural occurring organic ingredients. Like literally we have our shea butter that's just shea. There's nothing else in it. And even a lot of shea butters that you find now will still have other oils, other essential oils, which are fine, but it's still not hitting that actual like, hey, are we having like raw, good treatment to our skin? And looking back to some of the things that like are akin of African culture, which we even still say now, like the whole Black don't crack. But a lot of that comes into the fact that we moisturize ourselves to death and lather ourselves and our kids and everybody up in these things. No, but you don't know that is actually what keeps the elasticity in your skin. Like that's one of the baseline things, is just like us trying to de-ash ourselves is actually preserved.
Did you say de-ash?
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this too, and y'all can come for me. I hate the fact that people use Vaseline.
Yeah.
I can't get my family to stop buying these tubs of just petroleum jelly.
Didn't it come out recently that it's super, super, super toxic?
But
it's called petroleum.
Bro, it's the poorest. I'm sorry, it's the poorest shit you can put in your body. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're coming out ashier. You look terrible.
It just, I don't know. It's a very interesting thing.
So
it's weird.
You took my moisturizing, so
I know.
I get that.
No. Well, I'm on your side. Y'all go to LehaBeauty.com. It'll be a great place to go.
No, so shout it out again.
What is Leha Beauty? LIHABEAUTY.com. We got all the things you need for your body care needs. So, and a wonderful mud mask for your face. I'm not gonna lie.
There we go. First commercial.
Is it unisex? Because I'm all about my skincare too. Can I buy some?
It is.
Okay. That's another thing too. This is probably a little sidebar. There are not enough skincare products that are targeted to Black men.
No.
Not enough. Not enough. I know there are a few.
Outside of probably Bevel, then that's just because they, and I only know that because of my man, because he has face stuff at my house.
Mhm.
So he has like the face cream and stuff.
Well, I use Scotch Porter.
Oh shit! I didn't realize we were doing that. Let me get some of my things out.
Yeah, I use Scotch Porter. This is for beard though. Beard, hair, conditioner spray. I use the oils. It's black owned. It's in Target too. So yeah, if you go to Target, at least buy
But if you go to
that
Target and buy black owned, I feel like that should be okay.
So I'm okay with it buying this from Target.
Go to Amazon. They got it on Amazon too.
Okay, you're right. I won't go directly to them.
Yeah,
if you go directly to them, they don't cut the cost as much.
Exactly.
Target.
But I do agree. Even that statement though of like, hey, I would love to see different things that cater to melanated skin, and is that different? Because that's a big conversation for us. Is like, why is it that when Korean beauty came out and it's like glass skin, no one was like, oh, is that exclusive to Koreans only?
Right.
Everybody was like, nah, I can get it. But then for some weird reason, because of the way that we've marketed black products, if you say it's black owned, there tends to be a lean to, well, is this just for black people? Like just how, what did it happen to? I don't want to say it wrong. I think it was Mielle. Yeah, Mielle.
Oh yeah.
Where they've had these rosemary drops forever. It's a black brand. One white girl found it and her hair started growing, and that's what got Mielle the big sale. Basically, then all of a sudden they breached the black threshold, and that's a big thing too with buying black. Is like, can we also start changing and shifting the culture around buying black to also mean that it's exclusive just for black people to support? It's an interesting Achilles heel though, because I will say the company that I was talking about earlier dawned on me is Honey Pot.
I was going to talk about Honey Pot.
They don't advertise as a black brand.
Nope.
They don't put their CEO out. They don't have like all of that stuff, and they're huge.
They are
huge. And so it's this interesting thing of, you want to buy black. I want to know that they're black, but there is a bit of a Achilles heel by leading with just that.
Yeah.
And I think that it shows with sometimes of how we support, because I've seen it even with this brand, because it's based out of the UK, and they actually saw a big surge back in 2020 because of Black Lives Matter, which I don't know if people realize how global that truly was in the pandemic. I didn't realize it until they were like, yeah, we blew up during Black Lives Matter. I said, but y'all ain't got guns over here. what are we talking about? But it helped them a lot. I mean, which was great, right? To know that there's that outreach. But unfortunately, with the decline of that, so came, as we've seen here, the decline of support in black business. And so, maybe another topic for another day, but I'm always interested to see how do we also help to reframe some of those thoughts. And
So it's great you mentioned Mielle and Honey Pot, because those are two success stories that we don't talk about a lot, right? They both sold. Mielle sold for $640 million. Yeah, in 2023. And then Honey Pot sold for $340 in 2024. So that's almost $1 billion.
To Procter Gamble.
Procter Gamble was Mielle, and then Honey Pot was Compass, Diversify, some other company.
They sold it to another profile.
Yeah, so Compass, I'm curious. So with those two, I know you're closer to Honey Pot, but with them selling to Procter Gamble, is that still considered black owned? Are they still involved, or how does that work now?
I think it's just it shifts to like founded by black people, but not black owned. You know what I mean? Where I think though, to me, that's still a success. I think because also like managing and having to deal with something on that day to day, like they hit the promised land. Like I think that's another layer of things that we can wish to attain. But the reality is like P&G is P&G. Right. You know what I mean? And like to ask somebody to avoid that bag to do the expectations of that, I think that's some century growth, to be honest. But
to answer your question, they did stay on.
That's what I was curious about.
Like they're still members of the board, I believe. That type of thing.
Going back to the whole thing about, you talk about ingredients and being organic or being raw or natural. But then you think about a Procter & Gamble. Again, they make the toothpastes. They make everything. The detergents. They make everything with every single chemical. Now they're putting every chemical and everything, but they're using a lot of chemicals. So I'd be curious as to how that brand maybe.
That's the challenge, right? When these brands sell to these larger corporations, the corporation about the bottom line. They don't truly care so much about the ingredients. They care about
and they often change them.
Yeah,
once they own them,
and that's what
they often
the customer
find
base.
different formations. To reduce cost.
Exactly. So that's the problem with selling because it's almost like selling out because now your core customer base isn't getting the same quality of product they were getting before you got acquired. So it's a fine line. But are y'all going to turn down $640 million?
I mean, I don't think it's selling out personally. I feel like it's literally like you grow a business to see success. And at some point, that business still either gets beyond your means, whether it's funding wise, like that's still a lot of cash flow, you know? And so I think at some point also outside of that, you have investors. People don't invest in your business for you to keep it and be, you know, all ethical. They invest so you can sell it. So you're actually most of the time more beholden to the fact that like, hey, the success I saw was on the promise that we're going to 2x, 3x this money or even just give it back. Yeah. And
that's true.
That's just kind of not how business goes. I think that's where those like fairy tale in real life start to really like, hey guys, we can wish, but come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of Black owned skincare, I got y'all some gifts. Black girl sunscreen that I use while I was in Africa. So y'all can get your sunscreen on when y'all on the beach in the coming months.
Well, you should use sunscreen every day.
Well, I'll pass you guys instead of petroleum jelly. You guys can have some shea butter.
Thank you.
Man,
it's raw, so it's unscented, which just means that basically it's in its raw actual form.
It's truly
and it's actually like nourishing to you. And actually, I need to get you a gold because the gold does better with male, like natural pheromones and stuff.
Thank you.
So it's a little more manly.
Giving out holiday gifts. Yeah, buy from Black and gift it out. There you go.
Yeah.
I love
sunscreen
and Leah.
Leha.
For Christmas.
Get that Leha.
But yeah, so we would love to hear like what you guys are supporting. Send us stuff, like DM us, message us, let us know what brands you're supporting. So maybe we can help be a conduit to paying it forward.
Yeah.
You know?
Do we want to go around and talk about the ones that we're wearing really quick before
before we wrap, I'll start and then you guys can close us out. I don't know how this looks on camera, so I'm just gonna move around a little bit.
That looks good right there,
Here too. But Mifflin, so it's a Black-owned brand out of Atlanta. They have wonderful, it's actually one of the rare brands that I love the monogramming. So while I don't have it on, they have this M as a monogram, and it actually always looks so fire. I love the color combinations. This is kind of a homage to my school a little bit for me.
It is.
I know. It's like a unique gator color. But go check them out. And again, for the last time, check your girl stuff out. You know, Leha Beauty.
Yes, for sure.
I'll go. So I'm wearing a Planet shirt. My homeboy Alex, he's based out of Atlanta. He's by the way of California. But he's more so being planted in purpose. So really great shirts, great material stuff for women as well, dresses and all kind of things like that. So check him out on IG. And then private members only. One of my homeboys out of North Carolina representing for the 336. So private members only. You know, again, you can be a part of that group as well too. So yeah, I'm supporting them today.
Nice. And so I'm dripped head to toe. So I'll start at the top. So this is actually Trap Golf brand. It's a Trap Golf brand, and they actually got a partnership with the PGA. So I got this at the Tour Championship here in Atlanta at East Lake. And so I got all of their stuff. And I got hats, I got shirts, I got everything. But yeah, Trap Golf, based out of Atlanta, a golf apparel brand. So a couple of guys, I think they went to Morehouse, but I actually met the co-founder's roommate at an event, a golf event. He was like, where you get that from? I was like, at the Tour Championship. He was like, bro, that was my roommate's brand that he started years ago. I didn't know it blew up like that. So that was a crazy success story.
That's amazing.
My coat is, like I said, from my brother-in-law, Manny. It's Manifest brand. So, because his name is Manny. So, Manifest. Manifest your dreams and destiny, baby. That's what it's all about. And then underneath, I got the Your, Y-O-R, Your. It's actually a bottled water brand. They were the first Black-owned bottled water company in Publix.
Oh, wow.
I think they're still there, but they're out of Atlanta as well. Got the Your water bottle too. So yeah, man, we blackity black this holiday season. Yeah. So we support y'all, and we love that y'all support us. We in a Black-owned podcast studio that we support here in Atlanta. So we try to put our money where our mouth is.
I agree.
Yep. So what's some of our closing thoughts?
Stay consistent, keep selling, and we will keep buying.
There we go.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I would say kind of that same thought of also gift Black. Like, don't limit it to now. It can be, good thank you presents to people, birthday presents, Mother's Day, Father's Day, anniversaries. Like, don't limit yourself to just the holiday time and share. And I think that's a great organic way to get it out is if you like something, share it with someone else. And that way they can get addicted to it too.
I love that. I would say just continue to invest in people who look like you, right? We buy from brands and companies that the co-founders don't care about our community, don't care about us as individuals. I feel like when we buy from Black-owned brands, that money is pouring back into our community through this business owner, and that business owner pouring back into the community is based out of. So just keep supporting the Black brands, keep supporting the Black communities, and we're gonna get out of this, man. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We keep supporting each other.
1000%.
Yep. Yeah. So with that, like, share, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. Support this Black-owned business.
Yeah, support this one.
Soon.
Share it.
Yes.
Share it with everybody.
We're gonna look at the toothpaste.
TechTeenth toothpaste.
That's a mouthful. TechTeenth toothpaste.
Too much.
But with that, we'll see y'all next Tuesday.